I'm Tim, Vice President and Head of Product. I'm thrilled to announce our upcoming fall release. Our teams have been working hard day in and day out to make your experience better. We have been listening intently to your needs, brainstorming ideas, and testing those ideas with real users, and bringing those ideas to reality every day for the past 4 months. I'd like now to go into detail about our release cadence. We release our major software upgrades on a triannual schedule. This helps us deliver the best experience possible with the best ideas, features, and quality. Likewise, this cadence helps you better prepare for changes, helping minimize the impact to you, your staff, and your workflow. We want to give you ample time to train your teams. Our major releases follow a rolling cadence, which means we do 4-phase rollouts over the course of the release, which typically lasts for about a month. You will be scheduled for one of those 4 rollouts and will be notified by email and a system alert by Wednesday, October 14th. For our fall release, the rollout schedule starts on October 29th and ends on November 19th. We are excited about this release and appreciate the opportunity to serve you with new features, an improved user experience, and an even more stable and performant platform. Please enjoy our product managers as they announce the great enhancements coming to each AdvancedMD product line.
Hello, I'm Trent Peterson, Principal Designer and UX Team Lead. I'd like to introduce you to UX, or User Experience Design, and why AdvancedMD invests so heavily in our UX design team. UX is the application of design principles and practices to the total customer or user experience. It includes user research, user interface design, and user evaluation or testing. UX is a team sport. We work closely with product and engineering to design new and improved user experiences. Our goal is for every new screen to communicate clearly. A good user experience is like a good conversation between you and your tools. The user interface should communicate, "This is what I can do for you. This information is important. This information is related to this other information, and not to this information. These are your options." This happens explicitly through words embedded in the user interface, but more often and more importantly, it happens implicitly through the visual elements of the design. Size, color, line, alignment, grouping, positioning, consistency and differentiation, information density, and white space. Each aspect of the design is important to good communication. In contrast, an inconsistent user interface is like a conversation where one participant changes languages in the middle of a sentence. We are careful to use the same language in all our designs. A few years ago, we built a design language into our design tools to ensure we remain consistent across all our product tiers. The design language specifies colors, padding, sizing, and user interactions for every element in our design library. Every new design is based on this library of design elements. The design library has established patterns for more complex information display types, such as tables, dialogues, expanding panels, notifications, and warnings. Our software is designed to be information dense, much more than any other medical office system. We understand that most of you work in our software daily, for hours on end. You run your office, document patient encounters, and manage your revenue cycle. You are under increasing pressure to do things quickly and accurately. This is why an efficient user interface is imperative. Information needs to be available easily and immediately. But too much information at once can lead to cognitive overload, like having many conversations at the same time. You can't concentrate on everything being said. This is especially difficult for new users who haven't learned where to focus their attention or zero in on key information. We avoid cognitive overload by progressively revealing information and options in layers as you need them. The balance between high information density and hidden information and options that are revealed progressively is one that we take particular care to get right. Beyond standardized and consistent design elements and patterns, above the placement and density of these elements on the individual page is the way that these are linked together to form a flow that matches your workflow. Your conversation with the product should flow smoothly, seamlessly, with each new sentence continuing from the context of the last. Bad workflow is like a conversation that changes topics every second sentence, so it's hard to follow the meaning and purpose of the conversation, and it's hard to predict what is coming next. We designed to support your workflow, ensuring that you have the flexibility to change the conversation or the direction of the flow at any point, which is important in the interrupt-driven environment typical of most practices. A good example of these design principles is the new referrals work list. It's the first in our new work list framework. It's designed to be consistent with our EHR donut dashboard. You can see inbound referrals that need authorizations and outbound referrals that need to be sent. All the required information is here, revealed progressively with a click. Add the authorization here inside the work list. Everything is saved to the patient record. Patient details are displayed on Hover, so there's no need to open patient demographics while working with a payer to get an authorization. As a design team, we regularly meet one-on-one with our customers to test our design ideas. We design and then test what we've designed. Then we revise our designs and test again, over and over until we get it right. Every design is tested and improved multiple times before it is implemented. Since March, we've met with more than 100 customers. I invite you to give us your design and UX feedback. Sign up for a one-on-one session.
Hi, I'm Sherilyn, Principal Product Manager. I'm delighted to tell you about some exciting changes we have to our practice management software. We have added financial class to the carrier master file. You can now control the financial class added to a patient or episode without having to worry about selecting the correct financial class. There's a new referral work list to manage your pre-authorizations and referrals. Automation triggers items to be added to your work list automatically. You can more easily track needed referrals and expiring or missing authorizations from carriers, appointment types, and charge codes. We've added e-remittance or ERA auto-processing to our Automation Center wizard to improve efficiency. Setup is simple and gives you the ability to control what types of payments should run and what time and interval you want payments processed. You are able to schedule ERAs to automatically process based on age and payment code. We are rejuvenating our old check search with a new look and feel and additional features. This is now called Payment Search. New filters and smart drill downs let you easily find payments of any type, including patient cash and credit card transactions. You can use this filter to ensure all your payments have been fully posted. We have added new Advanced Insight data points to allow more flexibility when creating financial trending reports and dashboards. These data points include additional dynamic dates and fields for provider, facility, and patient that let you drill down into your financial details. You can now capture and store a patient's previous name and address in patient demographics. We added this as a requirement for the ONC Cures Act final rule to support the U.S. core data for interoperability.
Hi, I'm Nilesh, Senior Product Manager over at EHR. Today, I'll be discussing many of the improvements to make your clinical experience more intuitive. We are retiring the review bin and adding new enhanced feature to our EHR dashboard. You can now sort the work list data in the columns to see detailed information about your task and work lists. Items can be made viewable from the work list. These robust work list helps improve efficiency. We have added a sorting feature on the patient folder. So while you are seeing a patient and want to review your unsigned items, you can see which are outstanding based on the options like type, date, name, and doctor. We are adding a clinical component to Report Center in our practice management so administrative staffs can review and generate reports on unsigned chart items by providers. This makes it easier to export reports to Excel. You can also print to follow up with clinicians. The new Narrative tab lets you condense information from any patient note. This tab is based on our word merge feature. You can now set the default word merge template to generate a narrative automatically, giving faster access to all your information in one place. There is an option to generate and save your narrative on the fly, based on word merge templates of notes that you can save into your EHR documents and images folder. We have made it more secure to fax or print your notes without the need to download the sensitive patient information on your local computer. And the best part is, this feature is now available to all our EHR customers. Flowsheets now allow you to adjust the display orientation. You can toggle fields and dates between the horizontal or vertical axis. Although any specialty can benefit from this feature, OBGYNs should appreciate how closely this aligns to the ACOG format. Our patient reporting module now lets you select default providers so medical assistants can better assign the correct provider to the group of health voucher items instead of selecting each one individually.
I'm Craig, Group Product Manager over our clinical and patient engagement products. Much of what you will see with our patient engagement updates are related to helping you manage a virtual practice. Our dashboard is more detailed and accurate, and we've enhanced the patient experience with more timely emails and faster access. We've listened to your feedback, and your practice can now send on-demand forms to patients without an appointment. This introduces new options for pre-screening patients as well as gathering additional documentation before or between appointments. We've added group scheduling and group session note documentation to our mobile app. You can now schedule group appointments, check in patients, and document a group session. This addition to the mobile app allows mental health providers and therapists to focus on clients and the therapy session while being able to capture clinical notes.